Right, so customizable quick menu. Okay, so here's the default quick menu, and if I go and just press the quick menu button, I'll scroll through one or two things which for me aren't necessary. So flash exposure comp isn't necessary because I don't shoot with flash. Custom controls, I don't really need to enter those from the quick menu. What else? That is critical. That's exposure compensation, because you can use it in manual mode, therefore it is critical. Obviously aperture is critical, shutter speed is critical. I don't really need to see white balance, shift bracketing in there. I don't really need to see white balance in there. I certainly don't need to see picture control settings in there. Yeah, just to remind me what focus drive mode I'm in. Yeah, maybe. Metering. Yeah, maybe. Frame rate is quite useful to see, but wouldn't it be great if we could customize this and just have in there what we wanted? Well, guess what? We can. If I hit the menu and we come to page 3 of the setup menu, or tab 3 of the setup menu, and we scroll down to custom quick control and we hit the set button, and we can go and start editing the layout, and we get this. We press the Q key to add an item, hit dusty bin to remove an item, and hit select to select and confirm an item. So we can click OK, and here we can see I've got a basic version set up here, and what I'm actually going to do is press the menu button again, and I'm going to go clear all items and scroll across and click OK. So now I can go and start editing a fresh layout, and I'll just click OK. And the first thing I do like to see what mode I'm in, so I'm going to press the Q key and I'll hit mode. Now we can say how many grid squares that particular function is going to occupy on the quick control menu grid. So I'm going to say 2 by 2, and I'm going to hit the set, and now what I can do is I can use the multi-controller and I can move it wherever I want. I'm going to just put it there over in the top left hand corner and press set, and now that is locked in. I'm going to press the Q button again, and what are we going to do now? Where's autofocus? Here we go, AF point selection, and we are going to select a 2 by 3 for this, and we're going to hit the set button, and then I'm going to come and drop it in right there, and we're going to hit the set button. I'm going to hit the Q key again, and I'm going to select shutter speed because I want to see my shutter speed. I'll have that in a 1 by 1 square, and we're going to move that up to there and hit set to drop it in. And then I'm going to hit the Q key again, and we're going to take AV or aperture, and I'm going to keep that in a 1 by 1 square and hit set, and I'm going to drop that in there, hit set again to place it, and then I'm going to hit the Q button or Q key again, and what are we going to have in there now? I think we will scroll across. I don't want that, I don't want that or that. Do I want this AF operation? Possible. I'll have metering, we'll put that in, and we'll move that over to there. In point of fact, let's go really avant-garde, shall we? And where are we going to drop that? We'll drop that in the middle. It's going to look nice there. Yes! We'll go and hit the Q key again. And what else are we going to have in? Go on, we'll put D plus in, so I know whether I've got that turned on or off, and we'll move that over there. In point of fact, I'm not going to move it there, I'm going to move that there, and then I'm going to come and hopefully move this because we can go back and hit the set, but select something, hit the set button, and we can move it. How's that? And so we'll hit the Q key again, and what am I after? Exposure compensation, AEB setting, and we'll hit there, and we'll go for a 1:3 on that, and we will drop that in right underneath the focus, and Bob's your uncle, and that's it. Job done. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the camera off. Wait for it. There we go, sensor cleaning, and we're now going to turn the camera back on. And there's our plain ordinary quick menu. But if I press the info button, there is our new custom quick menu. Now if I leave that selected and turn the camera back off, and then turn the camera back on again, there's my new quick menu. Yes, because it comes up by default if you've got one set. Now is that not really good? Now obviously I've still got some holes in it because I haven't bothered filling them all in, and you don't have to. All you want to do is create a quick menu that just has the things on it that you want. And if I press the Q key, now it all becomes active. So I can go and change my shutter speed, I can go and change my aperture, I can come down, and I will come into the autofocus point control, and I will basically use the little switch on the back, that little rocker switch, for changing the AF modes, and there you go. You can see I'm cycling through them, and now perhaps you understand why I suggested you put a lock on it, because you could press this by accident. Yeah, and there we go, that's that all sorted, and we can hit the Q key again, and then I can scroll down to here, and just with the quick control dial on the back of the camera, I can now set my positive or negative EV compensation. So there you go, customizable quick menu. I absolutely love it, and oh boy do I wish we could put this on a Nikon.